Hey friends, what's happening? My name is Jamie Dean and today we are just taking it easy. We're chilling out, I've got a night off, so I thought it might be fun if we get together and see if we can build this. So I haven't built a Gundam kit in a long time, at least 20 years. I've never been a huge Gundam fan. I don't mind it, don't get me wrong, but it's not something I've been... I don't know, for example, exactly who this is. I couldn't tell you all the different series or all the different characters or all the different Gundams or anything like that, but I fucking love how they look, and I always have. And I used to have a few kits when I was sort of in my younger 20s or so, that I picked up that I had a really good time building and putting together. And I saw this the other day for really cheap. Holy shit, these have gotten really cheap. I'm sure there are expensive ones around, but this one was super cheap. I think this was like 15 bucks or something. And I thought it'd be fun just to grab and put it together and see if it's something I still enjoy doing. I've actually got a little bit of an art project in mind for these kits. So that's sort of the underlying reason for wanting to give this a go. But I thought, well, before I go and dive deep into this big art project, I'll just pick up a cheap one and put it together and see if I still actually enjoy doing it or not. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's go and flick on down to the table here. Now, I understand this is not the best picture in the world, and there's a good chance I'm going to bump this camera a lot because it is literally right next to me under my right hand here. Who we got in the chat here? Dom, what's happening, my friend? Cass, what's going on? Entry grade, yes. I was very much wanted to make sure it was an entry grade one, for sure. The reason I picked this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, where is it? There it is. That is from the series, oh, you can't see it very well, Gundam Builders. Is that right? If people who know their Gundams better than me. The reason I picked that one, there's the picture. Here, I'll flick it back upstairs. You'll be able to see it a bit better on the good camera. There we go. The reason I picked that one is it just looked like a really cool retro sort of Gundam. You know, there's a lot that are like super fucking spiky and wings and all sorts of batshit craziness, but this one looked like just a really good old-fashioned retro style. And I really dug that, so I thought, yep, you're coming home with me, and I'm putting it together. All right. Now, I don't know how long these things take. I'm hoping entry grade means fairly easy. We'll find out, I suppose, together. I mean, look at that. Look at some of this shit. Big fucking glaive thing. Looks awesome. Now, it also says on here, where did it say? Yeah, here, look. No glue, which I like a lot. I really like push fit Warhammer kits. They're my favorite. But it also says no tools. And my understanding is that these things are on a frame. Yes. So I don't know if they just come off the frame like super easily. Yeah, we're going to put you up there. No, you're not going to sit there, are you? Yes? No? Yes? Just sit there. Here we go. I don't know if they just basically fall off this frame. I've got clippers here just in case, but I love the fact that it's all pre-colored plastic too. No painting required. That is awesome. Why doesn't mine look like that? Best car. No, what was he building? A barbecue, wasn't it? A real grade, Cass, as it has posability and not super complex. I mean, this one looks like it's got a decent amount of posability, but yes, that would be the plan, is to, if I enjoy doing this and I have a good time with it, to slowly step it up and get into other ones, because if this goes well, this project I've got in mind is going to require a fair few of them. Alright, there we go. So we've got 2 bags of frames here and an instruction book, which is, oh no, it's one of these gigantic, oh no, alright, that's fine, we'll deal with that. So I'm going to put that over here where I can see it. The grill! Stay there. Alright, cool. Let's move that. Alright. So it looks like we're starting off with D. So we need to find D. These are all A's. D is in here. Oh god, there we go. The first knock of the camera. The first of many. Okay. I've got music playing quietly in the background while we do this. If it's too loud, just give me a yell, or if it's not loud enough, make sure you tell me. Alright. B. Don't want you yet. Alright, so D. Okay. D17 specifically. Well, that's this. So with no tools, straight away, I have no idea how you're expected to get this off the frame. So I think they've lied there a little bit. Start with page 1-1. If I'm starting with 5, I'm way off. Yes, I am sure. If I can't get that right, I've got no fucking business trying to build a Gundam kit. Building a Gundam kit is the least of my problems. Alright. So it's got that as our starting point. Lovely. Or one of our starting points. Wait a minute. Have I missed a part here? Oh, I have. Oh, there's another. Okay. So the instructions... Cass is making a fucking joke about starting on the wrong page. Actually, I was starting on the wrong page. They actually start back here. So we're going to start here. Alright, brilliant. Let's do that. Let's start at the beginning. The best place for any story to start. So we don't actually need D17. That is several steps ahead. Alright, let's go with A1 and 2. Ah, fucking hell, my table's not big enough. I've actually invested, it'll be interesting to see. Scott on the channel has a lapel mic. And I was like, what a great idea. Like, I hate this fucking thing being in my face all the time. Gets in the way. So I've invested in a lapel mic. And it's going to make doing things like this a lot easier. Alright. A1, eh? A1 you say. Let's go with that one right there. That looks like A1. Alright, done. A2, number 16. Oh god, these look a lot bigger in the fucking picture. Jesus Christ. Why does my A216 not look like their A216? Oh no. Maybe it'll look better when I take it off the frame. So I tried, my first exposure to the Gundam culture was in high school. When I got introduced to Gundam Wing. Did anyone watch Gundam Wing? And I remember not really caring for it. Because despite it having gigantic robots, it was basically like, I don't know, Days of Our Lives crossed with the West Wing in space. I feel like it was a very exciting robot show. So I didn't get on terribly well with Gundam Wing. I didn't hate it, but it was just like I don't know that I could tell you what it was about. And Jesus, this is tiny. Hang on, how big is this fucking kit gonna be? This is a 1/44 scale, which is basically what most of these kits are. That's his face. Like, that's like an itty bitty little face right there. Sometimes they have more than one A1 and A2. Oh, great. Entry level, come on. No, we got it. We got the right bits. We're off to a good start. D. Now we need D. D's over here. D3. Ah, now that's looking more head-like. Yeah, my high school girlfriend was obsessed with Gundam Wing. Absolutely loved it. In fact, I remember in high school, a Gundam RPG, like a tabletop Gundam RPG. That was quite fun. More fun than the show. "12.5 centimeters tall." Okay, that's fairly like the Gundam kits I remember that I've built in the past were, I feel, bigger than that, but that's okay. All right, so that fits in there. Okay, and this goes over the top. Aha! We have a head. Yeah, look at that. Head. Grainy, low-res head. Apologies about the desk. I'm not really set up for doing this sort of thing very well. This is all very low budget. I've got a mic in my face on one end. I've got a webcam here that's literally blue tacked to a phone tripod. And a shit budget old Logitech that's like, I don't know, at least 10 years old, probably more. We need this spiky bit too. Wing was fairly good, but it had a lot of stock footage. Yeah, well, I actually went back after I bought this kit. It reminded me of Gundam Wing, because Gundam Wing, even though I didn't hate it, but I didn't adore it. But it did. There's like a group of things from that period of, oh shit, I've dropped the head. I've dropped the head onto my crotch. It's all good. It was consensual. Alright, and then we got a little red bit. D1. It sort of makes up a you know, like there's a group of things from that period of time that I think about, and that is like high school to me. And Gundam Wing was certainly one of those things, for sure. Where the fuck is D? Oh, D1 is a... I see. I was looking for pink, but on the they've got it coloured as pink. But in actual fact, it's this little transparency part here. Okay. Pink means transparent plastic. Wow, this is very tiny. Shit, okay. So has this got to go on first? Okay. I don't know how compelling viewing this is. It's just something I wanted to do, you know. I thought, oh, well, if people want to watch me fuck around with this, they can. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now we're Gundaming. The scale on the box gives you an indication of size. Is that the 1 to 144 scale? Yeah. Entry grade 1 to 144. Almost every kit I've seen anywhere is 1 to 144 scale. I haven't really seen any that aren't that scale. Like entry grade or otherwise. And that's fine, you know, like I don't need them to be gigantic. Probably best that they aren't, I don't have the space. But I didn't expect them to be like, you know, as fiddly as Warhammer. Alright, now we're building a body. Let's do it. A2 and A1. That's over here. A2. So my high school years were Final Fantasy VII, Gundam Wing, Kingdom Hearts, Spider-Man, the first Sam Raimi movie. All of those things kind of together. Final Fantasy VIII. Like, they all remind me of high school. A2. Where are you? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong frame. It's the A2 frame, which is... Oh no, this is the A2 frame. Oh, yep, there it is. That's the one I want. Have I watched Cowboy Bebop? I watched, I think, the first episode because it was something that I felt like I should watch. And I did like it, but I did think I needed to watch more than just the first episode to really get a sense of it, you know? I did like what I saw. I do need to go back and watch more of it. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so that sits there like that, hey? Oh, yep. I'll tell you what. The push fitness, if that's a term, that's what I'm going to go with, is spot on. These things are snug. Alright, now we need an A217. Oh, yep, that's there. Fuck, I hope that was the right place to cut. Didn't sound it. Outlaw Star I haven't seen. Perfect grade is the really complex one, is 1 to 60. Oh wow, so that's huge. The one I had a couple, you know, when I was much younger. And my favorite one, again, I don't know what it was called, but it was like bright pink. It was fucking rad as hell. I loved it. It just pops in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got movement. We have a ball joint. You probably can't see that on camera, but it moves ever so slightly. Right, now we need A15, which I think is this big chonky one here. Yes, it is. Alright, and that comes down on top. Somehow. Oh, yep, there we go. Wow. That just, like, it just fits. I feel like Games Workshop could learn a thing or two off these kits. Like, that just fits as though it had been there all along. Perfect. Then we need some more ball joints for articulation. A18. If you're a bit of a Gundam fan, Cass, what would you suggest to a Gundam neophyte is a good series? Like if you were just getting into Gundam for the first time, never seen a show or built a model or had no knowledge about it whatsoever, what would be the first series that you think people should start with? Because I did a little bit of research and it was no real clear answer, I felt. A18. Some were suggested more than others. Gundam Wing was on none of the suggestions. But I think that was Gundam Wing the first one we got in the West or something? Maybe? Do I have a bit of sandpaper to wear back the clipper cuts? Oh man, look. That is a... I've been playing and building Warhammer for a long time. And I don't think I've ever gone to that extreme to clean up my models. I'm not that fussed. Not that fussed at all. Oh, yep, there we go. Snug again. And that fits in under here, I see. Just get that in there. I think that's in. Maybe. Pretty sure it's in. This is like my first date. There we go. Got it. Alright, we have waist movement. Now we need A110. I don't know why I'm telling you all these numbers. It's not like you guys can see or help me in that. Yeah, or if anyone watching has a recommendation for where to start with Gundam, where people should begin their Gundam journey, I'd be very interested to know, just for myself. Gundam Seed came up a few times. Mobile Suit... Is it Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam? Or Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta? Something like that. That was also suggested. There were a few others that were suggested, but being the heathen that I am, I like to watch stuff dubbed. I don't like reading subtitles because I like to watch the art and the animation, and I tend to miss a lot of that when I'm watching stuff that only has subtitles, so I prefer dubbed stuff, and a lot of the suggestions that came up were not dubbed. Not on Crunchyroll anyway. But I'm pretty sure Seed was, Wing is. Even Zeta might have been, I think. Oh, that's the head joint. Alright. Yeah. The original Gundam is still fantastic. Yeah, that's one I wouldn't mind checking out. Just Mobile Suit Gundam. The old... Well, when did that come out? Early 80s? I feel like it might have been early 80s. There's also highlighter pens to make them look fancier. Well, that is getting close to the art project I've got in mind. Alright, we have finished page 1. And now I can start back where I thought we were supposed to start. By putting this backpack piece onto the body that before did not exist, but now does. Aha, there we go, look at that! Torso, baby! Nice. Alright, now we got some little goobers, for lack of a better word, aerials, antennas. And they are on B1. B1, you say? Well. Oh, there we are. I don't see. Oh, there they are. Yep. Uh-huh. 21. Yep. 1979. Man, that is some proper retro anime. You know what I just watched a bit of last night? Like, so I had two animes that I was introduced to as like, just they were on, you know, kids. It was called Agro's Cartoon Connection for Australians watching. If anybody watched that as well, and they actually had quite a few animes on there. And I watched, so the first anime I ever saw was like a double back-to-back sort of thing that they did on, I think, on that show, on that kids' morning cartoon show. One was Astro Boy, you know, as was the case with a lot of people. But the other one was Teknoman. Now, I just went and watched a bit of Teknoman because some absolutely God-blessed person has uploaded the entire series of Teknoman up to YouTube. And so I went to watch a little bit. Well, that doesn't go on that piece. It goes on A2. A29. I am. And I actually can't believe that show was on kids' morning cartoon show. It's quite violent for a children's show. But man, I fucking love the animation and the suit designs in Teknoman, or Teknoman Blade, I think is its proper name. Yeah, that was really cool to go and see. Oh, hang on a second. Have I got a choice of backpack? Is that what you're telling me now? I can either have Beam Saber backpack, Cass is telling me these are Beam Sabers. Dual Beam Sabers, or I can have fucking nothing. Well, that doesn't seem like much of a choice. It's got to be Beam Sabers, right? Fuck this nothing backpack off. Let's put beam sabers on. Here we go. Violence is fine, but God forbid there's any hint of sexuality or swearing. It's funny you say that, because the very opening scene in the very first episode of Teknoman is like this fucking sleazy dude trying to like forcibly hit on a female member of the crew. That's like the opening conversation to the entire show. Unreal. Teknoman Blade, yeah, that's it. I fucking loved it, man. I don't think it's got a whole lot of substance to it. Like, you can kind of see just off the bat from the first episode. I don't know how deep it gets. I don't know how deep the characters are or anything. But I remember loving it and just thinking it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And as soon as the theme song came on too, I was like, oh my god, I remember this. D5 and 6. Where are you, D5 and 6? There's D5. Where is D6? Aha, there he is. Okay. But yeah, good old Teknoman. So that was my introduction to anime. Astro Boy and Teknoman. And Astro Boy got pretty fucking hardcore too, if I remember rightly. I just found that they do, because of course after I got this I went hunting, as I do, found that they make Teknoman kits. It's like, oh, I'd like one of those, but they are significantly more expensive than a Entry Grade Gundam. Significantly more. Alright, so jam this on there, eh? Okay. Done, and done. The series is great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like stick with it and watch a bit more of it to see, you know, was it just my infant boy brain that made it good, or was it actually good? You know what I mean? Do I have to make 2 of these? Because it's only showing me, it's only telling me to make 1. And then I put the arm together. But then later on it tells me to just chuck on another one. So I'm going to assume that I make 2 of these. These are shoulders that I'm making. Macross had one of the first character deaths in a Western introduced series. Wow. And that would have been long before we got the likes of Dragon Ball Z. That Saiyan Saga, man, they're just fucking bumping people off. Left, right, and center. That shit was rough. No, that goes on this side. There we go. Snap. Alright. Goodo. We have, oh god, 2 shoulders. Ta-da. Right. Arms. B18 and B19. Okie dokie. Fucking hell, I've just dropped shit everywhere. Alright. 8 and 9. Oh, right there. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. No tools required. There's no way you'd be getting these things off without clippers. Imagine some kid opening this up on Christmas morning. Sorry, Jimmy. You're gonna have to just look at your model kit. It's No hardware is open to get clippers today. Dunk. What's going on in the chat? Jamie, you should check out Adachi, is that how it's pronounced, on YouTube? He recently had a video essay on how Pokemon was popularized in the West by 4 kids and how it changed the game in turn. Oh, absolutely, man. Like, I'm trying to think. I know you're a bit younger than us. Us meaning, you know, the other members of Sidescrollin. But you would have been around, definitely, during 1998, 1999. You would have been old enough to remember. Or headache. I get you now. Like, as in headache without the H. I see. Yeah, I will definitely go and watch that if you shoot me a link privately. Because I love that shit. I love watching essays and documentaries and things about shows and like old shit that I grew up with. But yeah, it is really hard to describe to people who weren't around in 1998 what Pokemania was like. Like, just how fucking everywhere Pokemon was. I'm trying to think if I've experienced like a global euphoria that comes anywhere near Pokemon. I don't think so. Super cool though. You know that, like, it so rarely happens in life where everybody is into the same thing. But that was one of those times. And it was awesome. Did I just put that on the wrong way? No. Couldn't be that silly. No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. What a stupid question. Nice. We almost have arms. Now we just need B14. Not really happening since. Yeah, that's it. I don't think there's been anything quite like it that could even remotely compare. Sam will argue One Piece. He is wrong. Not even Dragon Ball Z. And Dragon Ball Z was massive, but not on a... Nothing. Like, nothing's even remotely come close. And it was just crazy, man. Like, it was... And I was right in that target age bracket. I would have been, in 1998, I would have been, what, 12? Like, I was directly in the age group Pokemon was targeting. So I thought it was the fucking just greatest thing that ever has or ever will exist back then. Right, there's my B4s. Now I need A112 and A212. Okay. A112, lovely. Right, some of these parts are tiny, man. I'm glad I got my glasses on. A112, yes. Yeah, Polygon. Oh, Porygon, sorry, not Polygon, but I think it just probably auto-corrected on you. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever actually seen that episode. And the Jinx one as well, right? I'm not sure I've seen either of those two. I don't think I ever wanted to go and track, because I don't particularly like Porygon. I think he's a fucking stupid Pokemon, so I never had a desire to go and track that down and see what I missed out on. You know, less Porygon in the series the better, I thought. That goes that way. Okay. There we go. What about One Piece? Oh, Sam's obsessed with One Piece. And it is, you know, One Piece is fucking fantastic. I was just joking that Sam on the channel would argue that One Piece is just as big as Pokemon, and he would be wrong, but I don't think even he would make that argument. And if he did, it'd be silly, and I'd tell him so. All right. Now, I'm not even building. I'm just sitting here playing with the arms. Fucking hell. How does that go on there? What? Hang on a second. How does that go on there? Oh, like that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. These kits, man. They're kind of crazy. The way they've, like, deconstructed this is crazy. Oh, Cheese TV, yes. You didn't see much of Pokemon, or didn't see much of Dragon Ball Z, Dom? Or both, I suppose, if you didn't really watch Cheese TV. Man, I used to have a stack of VHS tapes back then, almost as tall as me, from recording Dragon Ball Z every morning before I went to school. And some days, you know, because some of the episodes, they drag out just a little bit, and so you'd be like, come on, and then you hit the stop button, then you jump on your fucking bike, and then just ride as fast as you could to get to school on time. Back in the day. Alright, now we need some fists. So we can have fisticuffs. We need an A113. Fellas, if you're playing along at home, A113. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. Alright. Sort out Pokemon where you could. Yeah, Pokemon is... Those initial 4Kids dubs of Pokemon were magic, I think. And I think they fucking hold up so well. I really do. Because they didn't do a, like, direct translation. They didn't just take the Japanese script and turn it into English, I feel, which is, I think, and I'm no fucking expert. Sam would be able to speak to this much better than me, but certainly when you watch more recent Pokemon, they're so bland and so, not that the Japanese text is bland, but what I mean is, like, they sound like not how people speak in English, you know? Like the text, the words and the sentences and the dialogue and the flow is so, like, stilted and over the top, and it doesn't link together properly, and it's forced, and I don't know, it drives me nuts. And those original 4Kids dubs sort of, like, they took the script and then they sort of translated an approximation of how it would be in English a little bit better, I feel, and put a little bit of their own creative spin on it. But it, like, the dialogue in those early Pokemon series 1 and 2 and 3, is just great. Really, really good. And it holds up because it's like it's how people talk, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what's so timeless about it, is it's not it doesn't sound so forced. It's like the jokes are still funny, you know, because they're jokes that people would make. Yeah, talking about jelly donuts holding a rice ball, yeah. Because our stupid Western brains wouldn't know what a rice ball is. I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't have back then. But yeah, funny. They could have taught me. B17. Oh, yep. Okay. It's rare I can read/watch a series that makes me cry and laugh so much. Is that Pokemon you're talking about, Cass? Or Dragon Ball Z? Or are you talking about One Piece? Which one? I think you're probably correct in all of those anyway. No matter which one of those you choose, I think you're right. Now, surely I'm going to need another one of these. B17s. Over here. Okay. So we've got an arm, right, and then this fits in that way here. Okay, just like that. You go the opposite way. Oop. Nope. Human error. Human error. Yeah, why do you fucking fit? Why'd the other one fit and this one doesn't? Oh, there we go. Got it. Somewhat forcibly. Hopefully it's right. Because I don't think it's coming out of there. One Piece. Every time the backstory can't get any sadder. Yeah, yeah. Yep, you're spot on. Again, you would have been right on all 3 counts. I'm not ashamed to admit that I have cried multiple times in Dragon Ball Z. Love it. Absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, we are forming the robot. The upper torso of the robot, people. Head is on. Kind of doing a thing, so I'm just going to straighten him up here. There we go. Oh, I see, they're ball joints, right. Interesting. Okay. Arm is on, arm is on. Do I need to make like noises when I do this? I feel like I need to be making noises like... There we go. Look at that! Gundam, it's a Gundam. Now we're cooking. 4Kids gave us the poker app as well. I was just looking for, I don't know if you remember this, Dom. They released a CD, a music CD called 2, the number 2, B, the letter B, A, Master, to be a master. And it had all those banging songs from the end of the Pokemon episodes. I don't know, they started doing them sort of partway through Series 1. Putting these songs at the end of the show with a like a clip, like a music video. Oh, I loved them. Absolutely loved them. And they put them all in a CD. So I've been like thinking about trying to reacquire that for my collection. What are we doing here? We're making a groin. All right, this is important. A2 19. Oh, yep, okay. This, I feel like these instructions have given me a false sense of security because the first page was in color and very clearly you could just see, oh yeah, it's a red part. But now the rest are in black and white and it's not as easy to tell. A1, 3, yes, okay. Yeah, they had some great songs at the end of those, episodes. And then do you remember going and seeing Pokemon the first movie in the cinemas? Did you get to do that? That was like fucking mind-blowing. That was jaw-dropping. Like seeing Pokemon on the big screen in the movies. Ah. It's just unreal. B12. Look at the picture on the front of the box to check colors. Fucking did Homer Simpson do that? No. What's good enough for him? Good enough for me. Alright, that one. Oh, fuck me. How does that connect? Like that? Oh, that's weird. That's weird, man. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, guys. No, that's because I got it the wrong way around. Alright, so I think that connects in there. Yes, it does. Uh-huh, gotcha. All these years of Warhammer trained me for this. Yes, there we go. Nice. Nice, thanks for hanging out, Cass. Good to talk to you, man. You'll hopefully see the finished product on the old YouTubes later. All right, now we need some D action. D. 9 and 10. Oh, there they are. They just look like part of the frame. Also, sometimes Gundams have stickers. Ooh. I don't think this one did. I didn't see any stickers in the box, no. But good to know. I actually hate stickers on model kits, usually. I tend to prefer to just paint something. I guess that's because most model kits I am painting. I don't, you know, there's not a lot of model kits I built that are pre-colored plastic. Besides, you know, the Games Workshop ones that are monocolor, which I do really appreciate, but you've still got to, if you want them to look a certain way, you still got to paint them. This is going to look how it's supposed to look when it's done, which is awesome. Okay, D8. Oh, yep, that's the old groin guards. Gotta have those. Important piece of kit when you're a giant robot. It's gonna go on there. There we go. Nice. Alright. And then we're slotting that into here. Okay. Like a glove. Oh, it moves! We've got movable groin flaps. Hey, we can get a little bit of like, woohoo! Woohoo! A little bit of late night action there. Gundam After Dark. B11. Okay. Okay. Yeah, seeing the Pokemon movie in cinemas, and also seeing that opening scene where they're having the picnic. Well, that's not the opening scene, sorry. The opening scene where you see the main characters and they're having that picnic, and that dude comes along and wants a battle, and he's got that Pokemon that you haven't fucking seen before. What? Had you seen it at that point? I don't think so. Donphin? I don't know that we'd ever seen a Donphin. I think we'd seen like maybe a promotional imagery or something, but this new fucking Pokemon that you'd never seen. Like, what the fuck is this thing? I can't remember who he battles it with. Squirtle, maybe? My boy Bulbasaur? I don't remember. Alright. We have a groin. Which it doesn't tell me to attach it, so I won't, but I feel like I could. Oh, I see. Maybe we're going to put the legs on first and then attach it. Alright. Legs. We're starting at the feet. At the booties. A4. Oh, even the underside of the feet are textured. Interesting. You definitely didn't see it in cinemas? Oh man, that's like one of those... That's like one of those moments that you just kind of, as, you know, seeing that, something you love so much and that everyone loves so much, it was kind of like going to see Avengers Endgame in the cinemas, you know? That was another one. And I imagine probably Star Wars Episode 1. Even though a lot of people weren't a big fan of it in the end, but the actual act of going to see it in the movies for the first time, I imagine would have been pretty... I think I did go and see it, but I wasn't a huge Star Wars fan, so I didn't get the hoo-ha around it, but just those films that come along that everybody is into, and you just have this huge shared experience with a massive group of people. Yeah, Pokemon the first movie was one of those moments. I tried finding the DVD of Pokemon the first movie, and really expensive. Like super rare and expensive now. The VHSs are easier to find and cheaper, but the DVD is tricky to get. Texture and colors and little hidden things that won't ever be on display. Yeah, those are just little sneaky things that are in there only for you. Alright. A3 24 and A4 24. No. Oh no, wait, yes, that is here. 24 is right there. Alright, they both look like the same thing, so I'm just going to cut them both out. Shit. Alright. So, connect, click, clunk. Oh, yes. Dark Knight Rises would have been another one. That's a good one. A good pick. Yeah, the really big anticipated ones. But I think the problem with the one with, I guess the reason why Pokemon kind of stands apart from those other examples is those other examples are from film franchises, and you kind of knew, you know, we were going to see another one on the big screen. You really look forward to it. Like, I'll never forget seeing Endgame in a packed cinema. That was unreal. But you knew that there was another one coming. Whereas as a 12-year-old, seeing something that you love that much up on the big screen, it's just kind of surreal. Like, you never expect it to actually happen, even though, you know, this thing is, as an adult, you look at it and go, well, of course it's going to be a fucking movie. It's so popular, it's everywhere, they're going to make a movie out of it. But as a child, you just never anticipate movies being made about the things that you love, you know? And so when they announced that it was actually happening, and then going to be there and see it, it was, yeah, just crazy. B120. Where are you? Oh, yep. Whoop. And another one. Have any new Lego builds recently, Dom? I've never been a big Lego guy. Like, I liked playing with Lego, but I was one of those kids that, like, I just wanted to play with the thing, you know. Like, I wanted to just be built, and then great, now I can actually play with the toy. The building wasn't the enjoyable part for me, which is probably why I don't get on with games like Minecraft and stuff, right? Because it's that whole the labor of the construction thing just doesn't have the appeal for me personally. Or even in Ark, which I really like, but I really like Ark for exploring the island and seeing dinosaurs. I don't give a fuck about building a base, but you kind of got to, or you die. Sorting a space shuttle, oh yeah. Yeah, that would be a task, I imagine. I'm always very envious of, you know, people who do enjoy that stuff and are very, very good at it. Like, I really want to go and see, at the moment, they've got the Jurassic World Lego exhibit in the Queensland Museum. I'd love to go and see that. Again, no interest in actually the construction, but just to see the finished product. Alright, so these are going to go together to make legs. Click, click. A Technic set for each of the kids. And me to build on the plane. Ooh, to Canada. Yeah, right. How do you think that's going to go on a little tray table? I'm guessing it's only, you're talking about, like, little ones. What happens if you drop a bit and it skitters, you know, 3 chairs down underneath some sleeping dude's legs? Oh, you be down to see it? Yeah, it's just time, man. The bane of all things. The bane of all kings. Time. But it's there for quite a while, I think, too. It's like, well, I say that. We're nearly halfway through the fucking year. I'm pretty sure it's there till like June or July or something. Maybe. Anyway, You should definitely go and see it as a Lego fan. If you haven't already seen it, you should take the kids and see it. Because I talked to somebody else who went and saw it, and they said it was incredible. And I'm also, you know, a gigantic fucking Jurassic Park fan. It's like my favorite movie of all time, and it's not even close. Like, the gap in my top 10 movies, the gap between Jurassic Park and my number 2 is massive. Like, I fucking adore that film. And not only do I adore that film, it's also my favorite book. Even though they're both quite different from each other, I love them both equally for what they do. Yeah, just don't drop it. Yeah, sure. You just tell your kids that. I'm sure they'll be cool with that. Have I seen Fallout? No, I'd like to. It's on my list. Do you know I've never actually played a Fallout game? I think I've watched Gary play like the old Fallout 2 way back in the day. But I've never actually played Fallout. I'm not a big post-apocalyptic guy, but I don't mind movies about it. So yes, it is absolutely on my watch list. And I saw you on, was it your Donkey Kong Country playthrough, saying it was really, really good? And that's pretty rare, right? That they just fucking nail a game adaptation. You know, like how many things that have been adapted from video games are any good? You could fucking count them on one hand and have fingers left over. Alright, so this connects to there. Nice. Oh, nice. Look, it's got fucking full... You see this? We got this motion here, but then we've also got like ankle motion here. This is articulated as fuck. This is awesome. This has got more motion than I do in my actual real body. Especially in the ankles. It's good enough that you don't need to have played it. Yeah, see, that's rad. I love that. Sonic? You're saying Sonic is a good adaptation of a video game thing? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Sonic 1 was... like the movie, I mean. I think it was... Oh, I'm trying to think of... Would it be okay at best? At absolute best, it was okay. Sonic 2, my god, I will never get those hours of my life back, I feel. That was not a good film. Fucking Jim Carrey couldn't even save it. 15 and 14, okay. The Last of Us I would really, really like to watch, but you know me and zombies. We just don't get on. But I would very much like to see it. Just like the Walking Dead TV series, right? I've never watched it. I'd love to watch it, but zombies. I don't like zombies. They are yucky. Critical and financial success. You can't be talking about the same Sonic movie I watched. Although I did see Keanu is in Sonic 3 as Shadow, and I think that's fucking perfect. I'll watch it just for that. I'm a big Keanu fan. I think he's a fantastic gentleman. One of the few in Hollywood. And if he's in it, it's a fairly easy way to get me to go along to watch it. A322 and A422. Oh, we're cooking. I don't think we're far off being done on this thing. He said optimistically. I apologise, I've got a big cut on my thumb and I forgot that would be showing up in camera. People get a bit weird about seeing wounds. It's not a nice thing to stare at. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest. But if I had have remembered it was there, I would have put a band-aid over it. So I am sorry. Alright. Click. Man, this thing like is like so, I feel fine-tuned. It almost feels like a Lego set, you know? Like it just goes together exactly the way it's meant to. There's no like wrestling, trying to get something to fit. It all just fits where it's supposed to fit. Hey Xeon, what's going on, man? LAH, yeah, that's it, man. Now, is it pronounced, is it LAH or is it La? Or is it, like how, I guess you can't really, it's hard to tell me in text how it's said, but you are correct. Nailed it. Got it in one. My first Gundam build in over 20 years. La, that's how you pronounce it? The La Gundam? Is it from Gundam Builders? I think Cass was in here before and said that it was. Yeah, man, first one. I mean, I've built Gundams before, but just not for a very, very, very long time. Not since I became an old man. Alright, A423, A323. If Keanu ever has a scandal, it'll be devastating. It'll never happen, man. It'll never happen. Like that, I'm 100% confident on that. He's too pure-hearted. Be like Goku turning evil. It'll never happen. What do you think, Xeon? Did I pick a decent one to start out with, or have I made a big mistake here? I feel like I'm going alright. I mean, entry grade, I can't get in too much trouble, really. Although, I tell you what, for an entry grade, I don't know how fiddly the bigger ones get. Like, this has got some pretty tiny little pieces to it. Like, I wouldn't ever say it's been... The head was a bit fiddly, but none of it's been so, like, difficult. I guess that's why it's an entry grade. A3. 21, okay. But it's, like I was just saying, it's so well designed. I'm always, all entry grade is alright for a starter. It's very easy stress reliever. Yeah, nice. That's exactly what I was after. I was going to say, I just started saying something and now I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me. I do that a lot, anyone who's watched our stuff. I like start sentences and then I go on to a different topic mid-sentence and then sometimes I forget to come back. Alright, so the ball joint's on the inner. Gotcha. Yeah, it's just so... Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm always kind of in awe of the people who... the people who make, like, these frames, right? Like, especially, like, the Warhammer ones. Like, the way they pull apart a 3D model in just such a way to get it to all fit just so on a frame in a way that will go back together again smoothly. Like, it must be difficult. You know, there's got to be a bit of an art to it, I think, right? Alright, here we go. Legs are going on. Well, just move my window here so I can see what's up. What are we at? We're about an hour. Yeah, that's alright, actually. Get on there, leg. Come on. No, I'm trying to put it on the wrong fucking joint. That's why it ain't working. There we go. Put piece on right place. And it fit. Alright, we need to get some side flaps. Wow, like, I'm really super impressed by the articulation on this thing. Like, that's actually kind of wild. I did not expect it to have this much movement, you know? Like, we can get like a full-on big power stance going here. Look at that. Like, that's awesome. Super posable. I've never really... Even the old kits that I used to have, that I built way back in the day, I feel like we're not this posable. I don't think I've ever put together a model kit that's got this much posability. Is that a word to it? B110. Here we go. Why is that like that? Here we go. In a few weeks, the head joint will wear off, so try not to move it too much. Yeah, no, I mean he's gonna sit on the shelf. I don't anticipate myself playing with it all that much, although, you know. I feel like there's a dirty joke in there. Boys and playing with things that they're not supposed to. Now that one feels a little bit loose. If I switch them over. That's the first hiccup we've had. This whole build. Yeah, I think that ball joint must just be slightly smaller or something. That's okay. Not a deal breaker. Alright, we're putting the top body on. Oh shit, this is it. We're going together. Because opposites attract. There we go. Hell yeah, look at that! Gundam! That looks banging. Love it. Oh, I'm moving the head. Xeon just told me not to do that. Alright. So now we have something that goes into his rectum? What? Oh, okay, that's a, I see. You can get a clear base connector like the Figma figures that you can put him on so he can like fly and shit. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So this is definitely smaller than the ones that I used to have. And I was just saying, and correct, you might be able to shed some light on this, Xeon, but a lot of the Gundam models that I found were 1 to 1/44 scale. Like, so this size. I couldn't really find any that were bigger than this. Maybe they just cost a fortune, or I don't know. But almost all the ones that I came across were that scale. Alright, let's get a gun on this bad boy. A3, 27 and 28. Another dust collector, yeah. Because I don't have enough of those. Won't collect dust if I play with it. There's a euphemism in there too, isn't there? Alright. Is that it for the gun? Oh no, we need D15 as well. Okay. D15. Oh no, I knocked it over. Shit. Well, he's endured his first battle wound. Remarkably well. A rolling coin flap gathers no dust. Alright, and then this fits in where? There. Oh, yep, okay. Nice, we have a gun. Important, if you're going to be a weaponized robot, to have a weapon. Yes. Pew, 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 pew. Very nice. Now, yes, now this is the bit I'm really interested in, is this glaive and shield combo. Let's get some of this going. So what do we need here? D12 and 13, which are going to be these handle parts, yes. Nice. Can you recommend a kit, Xeon? If you're still hanging with us here. Like, what would be a good one to move on to? And whether you'd recommend some larger scale ones. Are they a bit, like, are they seriously challenging? Are they super expensive? Are they hard to find? Like I said, I couldn't find anything that wasn't this scale. I don't know whether that's just because the market's flooded with these particular ones. I think you do the honor, man, yeah. Alright. Glaive goes into glaive hilt. I'm sure this thing has like a proper name. Oh, yep. That fits in nice. And this goes on. Ah, but we have to put it in the hand first. Okay. Let's get rid of this gun. Let me think. I was saying that, like, back in the day, I remember I built the ones I had were bigger than this, and my favorite one was like this bright pink, like almost neon, like, that could be my mind, like a really bright pink. And it was awesome. I absolutely love that model kit. No idea what happened to it. Like a lot of things from back then. Disappeared into the nether. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at that! Come on now. And if you know a bit about the La Gundam, can you educate me a little bit? What did it do? What was it good at? What was its job? Alright. Oh, I see. This backpack is the one that I've given him, that I didn't give him before. Holds all the bits and pieces of the shield and glaive. Okay. Good to know. But they look interchangeable. D18 and 16 should pretty much finish us off by the looks of things. And I'll come back up to the good camera and give you a look. Thunderbolt series kit if you're looking for a scary. No, not looking for scary. Definitely not looking for scary. Oh, yeah, okay. La isn't part of the series you're into. Fair enough. Alright, so this actually goes on... Oh, yep, his arm. He doesn't hold it. He has it on like there. Oh, yep. Just like that. Cool. I think that's it. Yeah. Look at that. Don't know how well you can see that. All right, let's cut back up top, and I'll give you a look at the full completed kit. There it is. The La Gundam. My first Gundam build in over 20 years. That was fun. What did I get through this in about an hour? A little bit over an hour? That went together like really, really well. I was saying before, it's like Lego. Like, it's just so well designed, so precision cut. Like, everything just fits exactly the way it's supposed to fit. And I can't believe like how much movement is in it. It's like a fucking, like, this has got more movement than most action figures I've seen. And it's a model kit. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, wild. Really like it. So I'll have to find a intimidating pose for him. And find a home for him. But yeah, I thought that's really cool. I really enjoyed that. I think I can see myself doing more. I don't know that I could sit here and do this like for hours and hours on end. I'm not much of a model builder. Like anything, whether I like it or not, I get bored of doing the same thing for a very long period of time. Try that. HGZGOK. Jeez. Is that does that have a pronunciation? for a kit to move on to. I will go and check that out, man. Thank you. And see if it's a good step up, or just another, you know, not too big of a step up, but a good one to move on to. But I could do another one of these, like little 144 ones, these cheapy entry grade ones. Like that was just, yeah, not too complicated, not too time consuming, like Goldilocks, just right. Cool. So what I'll do is when I upload this onto YouTube, I'll put some nice glamour shots of the La Gundam at the end of the video here, so you can see it in all its glory. But yeah, that's gonna do me. Thanks for hanging out and building a little model robot with me. Yeah, I'm surprised how easy that was to do, how quick it was, and how much fun I had doing it, actually. I'm not, like I said, much of a model builder. I don't really enjoy building model kits, but yeah, this one was a fun one. I can see me doing more of these. So yeah, there we go. First one, 20 years, done. Cross that off the bucket list. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care, look after yourself, and make sure you keep on side scrolling. We'll see you later.